and on comes Bobby Holik. So all that for a line change 4 seconds in.
And we're all squared away. Leach is paired with the rookie Tomasz Kloczek. And the Rangers have Messier with Kaminsky on the right, and Adam Graves is on the left. Scott Stevens breaks up that long pass. Stevens and Rafalski on defense for the Devils with Holik. Sergei Brylin, number 18, is on, and Randy McKay, number 21.
Well, this will be a big test for Kloczek, the young defenseman for the Rangers. Generally, the right defenseman with Brian Leach is Rich Pilon, but he can't play because of the flu.
Kaminsky, big drive, and it went high and off the glass. McKay able to clear the zone. Leach takes it and goes back to Kim Janssen, who's just replaced Kloczek. And Rangers change the line and the defense as well.
Quiet first shift. No big body work by Scott Stevens or Bobby Holik, or Kloczek has become a pretty good hitter.
Devils' last game was Friday night. At home, they defeated the New York Islanders 4-2. Prior to that, a 1-1 tie with New Jersey. They are 6-0-2 in their last 8 games. And over the last 22, they've lost only 3. That's pretty good numbers.
All right.
Yes, pretty good. Lefebvre is paired with Janssen on defense. Nedved, Halavich, and Dvorak. The Rangers line. Colin White, number 5, comes back for the puck with Niedermeyer. He's pressured by Nedved. That forced a turnover. Kept in by Janssen. Janssen moving. Pass to Dvorak. Now Nedved hit the post. Shot by Lefebvre, missed the net.
Kim Janssen looks like he's ready to play after sitting out a game. Now he steps up and takes the body along the boards. Good first shift for Kim Janssen.
Kept in again. Chance for Dvorak. He fanned on the backhand. Dvorak again. Rangers changing. Good shift for the check line. And Nedved got knocked down by Arnot. Halavich plays it to Nedved. Try to move it back. Comes out of the zone. Recovered by Halavich. Fans react to the good start.
Terrific shift, but a lot of it was set up with Kim Janssen in on the play. There's a penalty.
That's a penalty and a bad one.
McKenzie
yanked down Scotty Gomez.
Holding will be the call here.
And now McCarthy and McKenzie square off.
After the whistle like this, these are 2 big guys.
McKenzie has provided a lot of toughness for the Devils. They had a battle in New Jersey, and McCarthy's jersey comes off, as you can see. Bare back, bare shoulder, but a tough matchup there.
In New Jersey, McCarthy had knocked down Mogilny, and that's when McKenzie came over and got into a fight with McCarthy, and then the 2 of them got at each other 2 minutes and 14 seconds into this first period. So, Sam, we need more rivalry games in this league. Here's Nedved reaching out. He swatted the puck, or tried to with a stick. He missed. He reached out with one hand on his stick, pulled Gomez down, a headlock or a clothesline type play. So Nedved will go to the box. Here's the Rangers close to scoring. Nedved there was squashed, and that was a backhand shot taken by Dvorak that never worked. He never got a stick on it. And again, the puck in front. Nedved got hit down by Jason Arnot, his opposite center. He actually knocked Nedved down twice on that shift. Here's Janssen moving in. Look at him take control. 1 pass, 2 passes, open side. Brodeur was beaten on the play, but the puck hit the post. So the number 1 power play goes to work.
Nedved for holding at 2:14. McKenzie and McCarthy get 5 minutes each for fighting. Devils on the power play. Rangers penalty killers are Leach and Gusarov with York and Fleury. The setup and a takedown by Fleury on McKay. Shot by Stevens, saved by Richter, and no rebound.
And McKay and Fleury meet up.
Gusarov there, York and McGillney.
Discipline will be tested awfully early in this game by both hockey clubs. And again, seeing Mike Richter make his first save of the game, contrary to what's happened in the last 2 or 3 weeks, he did not let the rebound get away from him. That's a good sign for Mike. Good pass across. Here comes the shot. Richter's out, and he just ate the puck up. I mean, he just ate it up. There's no rebound whatsoever. And McKay and Fleury getting together.
Down between the benches to Al.
Sam, the Ranger coaches are screaming at the turnover that led to the penalty. They say off the wall, off the wall. Jan Halavich played it to the middle instead of going off the wall, and that's obviously something the Rangers have been trying to eliminate.
Thanks, Al. Devils have 9 power play goals in the last 8 games. Rister by Rafalski, blocked in front, dropped off, and the pass by Elias was deflected away. Elias, Sikora, and Arnot are on. Hlavac, number 26. The puck cleared by Adam Graves, is on with Mark Messier. Rafalski at the right point. Sikora's got the puck. Bobby Holik on as well. Here's Brian Rafalski leading Arnot. Knocked away. It's picked up by Messier with room to play. And a clear down the ice. Under a minute to go. The penalty to Nedved. We are 3:20 into the game. No score. Holik for Arnot. Moving in on Janssen, who's without a stick. The shot blocked by Janssen. Picked up and brought out by Dvorak, who's on with Malhotra. He's stopped by Holik. Hlavac turns. 40 seconds left in the power play. Finds the open man Holik. Now Arnot. In deep for Holik. Hlavac. Sikora. Back to Hlavac. To Arnot. And didn't get good wood on the shot. Missed it wide. Lefebvre tries to move it. Lefebvre and Janssen on with Malhotra and Dvorak. Pass to Sikora, whose shot is blocked. And it's cleared by Malhotra.
Well, Jason Arnot is one of the few players in the league who can beat a goaltender from just inside the blue line. He missed his shot on a pretty good pass. The Rangers do a good job on this penalty kill of not letting the Devils get to loose pucks around Mike Richter. One play in particular had Brian Leetch in front of the net with a big forward, and Brian fought to get in front of the forward to try and find the puck before it got to the goal net. We'll take a look at it. See here how Brian is with his man. He's all tied up and he stays in front of him. In front, in front. And there he could play the man and also, if he wanted to, stop the puck, which he did with his right foot. Well, that's hard work. Devils, and that was Arnot who was in front, by the way, with Leetch. And he is, as we know, a giant.
Big
6'4",
man.
225 pounds.
We put Arnot and Holik on at the same time. A lot of size. Power play is over. The puck deflected over the boards into the penalty box. And we get a face-off. 2 shots on goal on that power play for the Devils.
Fleury had his point streak stopped in Phoenix.
Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. Peter Nedved out of the box.
That was a good point that Al came up with from the Rangers bench. Nedved did reach out and grab Gomez, but the reason the puck got back into the Rangers zone was Jan Halavich threw it through the middle. And when the Devils are on their game, they hope you throw the puck through the middle of the ice in the neutral zone, because they'll create the turnover and make you do things on the wrong side of the puck.
Rangers' 4th line against the Devils' 4th line. Malhotra, Lacroix, and Grosek for the Rangers. John Madden with Sergei Nemchinov and Jay Pandolfo for the Devils. Klocek and Leetch on defense. Klocek pass tipped by Madden, and it's cleared out. Madden has scored 15 goals this season. Goals in each of his last 2 games. Pandolfo deep against Malhotra. Hard hit. Pandolfo stays with the puck. Winds it around and Richter out to play it. Waits for an opening. Plays the glass. And it's out of the zone. Pandolfo recovers. Ken Danekyo into the Rangers zone where Leetch takes it. Rangers changing. Nedved. Grosek still on. Down the boards. Nedved took a hit from Danekyo. Grosek with a good hit on Sutton. Chance at front. Score! Jan Halavich just off the bench. Rangers get the first goal of the game.
Michael Grosek with a big hit. He's 216 pounds, and when he plays like this, things happen. Watch him move in. Bang! On Sutton, there's the turnover, there's the beautiful pass, and there's even a better backhand shot to the top corner. Nedved slows down and takes the hit to get the puck deep. And there's the play. My goodness, when you forecheck like that, when you're as strong as Michael Grosek is, you can make things happen. And then a beautiful pass by Grosek through the feet of Jason Arnot, went right onto the blade of Jan Halavich, and he went to the backhand. A quick backhand move on Marty Brodeur. 1-0 Rangers. The Rangers also have a goal post here in the first period.
Grosek makes the play, sets up Halavich, and the Rangers take a 1-0 lead. Lefebvre, Grosek, and Nedved with the assists. Time of the goal is 5:11, 14th of the season for Jan Halavich.
Peter Nedved has hit a goal post, taken a penalty, and had the assist. So he's had an eventful beginning to the game.
Niedermeyer for Arnot, tipped it ahead. Hlavac plays it into the corner. Lefebvre with Sikora on him. Arnot Taken out of the play by Dvorak's check, and Nedved comes clear. Hlavac, offside.
See where Nedved threw the puck there, though? Back off the boards, not through the middle.
Back to Al between the benches.
Sam, the Ranger coaches are very, very active early in this game. At the moment Michael Grosek made that hit, Ron Lowe screamed at the top of his lungs, go to the net, and that's exactly what Halavich did, so at least the players are listening.
Sent him off the bench with a purpose. Hlavac and Nedved talking things over.
Nedved here will take the hit to make the play. There's no Ranger in sight here, but Grosek does the job. Halavich goes to the net. Two Devils went right by him. That was just a well-executed forechecking play when they threw the puck in. Sorry, Sam, but remember, when you throw it in, try to keep the puck away from Marty Brodeur as much as possible. He's just so good with it.
Holik forced the turnover with a good hit on Gusarov. Put in front for Holik. His shot blocked by Gusarov off the skate. Good recovery by the Rangers defenseman. Gusarov moves it to Messier. It's cleared out for Graves, knocked away. Janssen fires it down, but it'll be an icing. No, icing waved off. Played by Messier. Holik against Messier. Messier hooking at Danekyo. Kamensky against Ken Sutton. Holik knocks down Messier from behind. Gary Fraser was there to see it.
Right after Holik. Rangers are going to get a penalty here. Pearton wants anybody. Danekyo's going after Pearton now, and the Rangers are sticking together.
Well, Graves was there as well.
It was more Pearton than anybody. Graves was there, but Pearton went right after him. And Sam, was the hit from behind or was it from the side? Gary Fraser, was it?
Yes, he was watching
right
it all the
very
way.
Close to the play, and he's a world-class referee.
Things settling down. We'll step out for a moment. 13-16.
Going to get absolutely nailed right here by Dale Pearton. A good, clean body check. Holik gets right up, gets back into the play. Here he's at the net, reaching for the puck, goes down again. Danekyo and Messier battle. Holik's in there. Now, is this a hit from behind or from the side? I suspect if you're a Ranger fan, it's from behind. If you're a Devils fan, it's from the side. Gary Fraser did not think it was a penalty. It looks more from the back than it does the side to me when I see the left arm of Holik going into Messier, and that drew the attention of the Ranger players who have shown up with the way you're supposed to play the champions, and that's to play with a good team spirit even though they're short-handed.
Graves leading the charge. Purinton there as well. They get 2 minutes each for roughing. Holik 2 for roughing, and the Devils get their second power play of the game at 6:44.
What do you think about Holik's hit?
I thought it was from behind.
More behind than the side.
Gusarov pressured by Sikora. Along the boards, Elias moves it ahead. Rafalski couldn't keep it in the zone. It chipped out by York, but over the glass into the crowd, and play stops.
York and Fleury start the penalty kill and do a good job over the first portion of this power play. Quick change by the Rangers. Had a long travel day yesterday. Messier now will penalty kill with Malhotra. Here's Fleury working with Rafalski, and then York with a real good chopping play with his stick to flip the puck out of the zone. And you see Fleury go over to Rafalski, and they have a little mutual disagreement. Well, passion is a passion in this game.
You like that, don't you?
Rivalry games. This is great stuff. Fans are into it. You're into it. I'm certainly into it.
Here's Scott Stevens moving up front. Coming across, dropped it off for Sikora. Now Stevens drops back with Rafalski at the points. Sikora, Arnot, and Elias up front. Giveaway, Leach able to clear. Messier and Malhotra go off. Leach and Gusarov stay on. Nedved and Dvorak come on, and a takeaway by Nedved. He breaks in. Dvorak to the net. The shot saved, Brodeur. Nedved moves it around to Dvorak.
Nedved is sharp early. Very early in this game, and the Rangers are changing quick, too. Real quick.
Great job by Dvorak. Got loose of Rafalski. Pass it to the side of the net, and blocked as well by Brodeur. Good work on the penalty kill by the Rangers. Arnott the other way, met by Nedved. Dumps it in. 40 seconds to go on the Devils' power play. Leach looks up ice, plays it all the way down, and the Rangers change again. Fleury comes back on. Nedved still on, working in deep. Fleury gets to the puck, trying to play it back.
Mogilny has been flying this season. He's a powerful skater. When he wants the loose puck, watch him go get it.
Fleury with Nedved. 2-on-1 developing. Good job by Niedermeyer catching up, and he pulls down. Rangers score! Rangers score! Fleury was pulled down, and the Rangers get a short-handed goal. Their 7th of the season. Peter Nedved.
For just a moment, I thought that the goal net came off the mooring first. Kim Janssen wins the battle in the corner with two Devils. Niedermayer pinched but lost the puck, and Fleury took off. Niedermayer could hardly catch Fleury. Now here's where the collision was. The net did not come off the mooring, and Nedved scores. Boy, is Fleury ever playing hard here.
This was going to be a penalty.
Yes, it
Referee's
was.
arm was up.
I see Fleury drive to the net. He goes into the net, but the goal does not come off the mooring. And there's the puck flipped over the shoulder by Nedved of Marty Brodeur. 2-0 Rangers with a shorthanded goal.
Graves set to return. Teams are at full strength. Devils 0 for 2 on the power play, and the Rangers with a shorthanded goal. Fleury will get an assist. And as John mentioned, his point-scoring streak had been stopped. Now we have a whistle for an offside.
Boy,
Fleury leads the league in shorthanded points.
There is an edge to this game. And the Rangers, who feel, and even though they lost the game, feel that they played hard in Phoenix the other night. Now here's Gomez on his back check, but they're on the power play. You know, he wants to, he doesn't have to get back into the play. It's not his job. And here's again Kimmy Janssen in the corner with two Devil players, and Fleury takes off. Now Niedermayer's a great skater. He almost caught him. Well, he did catch him, was going to take a penalty, but Fleury really showed a lot to get to the net. Now here's the last play where there was a Theo Fleury has Niedermayer's stick and throws it flying. There's some edge here, Sam. There's an edge.
Well, the Rangers had scored one goal in each of the last 3 games. Gusarov's shot was deflected up into the crowd. Rangers have 2 already in the first. Al downstairs.
Sam, Theo Fleury came off the ice absolutely screaming, livid that there was no call as he was taken down at the blue line. Ron Lowe ran down to him and said, look, fight through it. Don't let it affect your game.
Nedved got his 12th from Fleury and Janssen at 8:33, and Fleury's within 1 point of the league lead in scoring. Joe Sakic 56 points, Theo Fleury 55. Good play by Malhotra going forward on the faceoff, shipped it on goal.
We saw him make a play like that for a goal in Anaheim against the Ducks as Manny gets creative in the faceoff circle. I like what Ron Lowe said to Theo Fleury. Don't let the referees dictate your mindset. You battle through things, and if you get a call, you get a call. And there's Madden and Malhotra going in the same direction when the puck was dropped. This time Malhotra's going to try and pull it back.
Rangers control Purinton. Backhands it in deep. Lacroix winds it for Groshek. Groshek against Madden. Malhotra tried to stuff it in. It was blocked. Malhotra checked by Ken Sutton. Ken Danekyo to the puck. Nemchinov. Fans respond as Lacroix threw a hit into Danekyo. Gusarov coming back for the puck, moves it around to Groshek, who clears the zone. 2-0 Rangers, 9.5 gone by in the first. Rangers, who had trouble scoring the last 3 games coming into today's game. A total of only 3 goals in the last 3, have 2 already early against the Devils.
And they haven't had to rely on their power play. Their power play, or lack of, cost them the game in Phoenix when they were 0 for 7. 0 for 7 in what was a 1-goal loss plus the empty net goal. Messier, they've got a shorthanded goal and an even strength goal and got something going.
Messier with a takeaway in the neutral zone. Rangers controlling. Sarov's pass stolen by McGillney. Turns and shoots, saved by Richter, and he holds on.
Good shot, good save. That's that Dallas type forecheck save system Dallas uses. Save on the Mogilny wrist shot. Turnover by Gusarov. I said that right, Sam?
Yes.
And there's the Mogilny wrist shot. Great wrist shot through the screen, and Richter hangs on again.
You've been right every time. FCS Cannon. Cannon Business Solutions. Rafalski pressured by Kamensky. Puck out of the zone, and Messier recovers. Rangers have lost their last 6. One of them an overtime loss. Have only 1 win in their last 11. And come out very strong. Being on an airplane for 10 hours yesterday. McKay across with Breland and an offside whistle.
It's a nice airplane. We landed in Hartford, not New York, and sat there for a while. It was one of those days. Holik Messier. Messier with a few words about the hit probably earlier in the game. The matchup continues there. You know, this New Jersey team, when they get on the forecheck, Sam, they're very similar to Dallas. The first man is here. The puck is over here. The other 4 players stay back in a stationary box. Look at the active player. He's the active guy. Flushes the pass, and you see Mogilny stay up and get the turnover. That's exactly what Ken Hitchcock and the Dallas Stars use. So the Rangers will see that system here today and also Monday night.
And certainly Larry Robinson saw a lot of that when Larry was head coach at the LA Kings. He played Dallas numerous times each season.
Well, you got the Stanley Cup champions here. Dallas recently won the Stanley Cup using it. One man forward is real active, chasing the puck, and the other 4 players stay back.
Eliash sticked aside by Richter. Eliash recovers, drops it off in the corner for Arnot. Back for Eliash with Johnson on him. Johnson, good play to take it away and move it. Niedermayer steps up, back to Eliash. Eliash slides it right through the crease, and cutting in with Niedermayer. He just missed. Around the boards, Niedermayer at the right point, plays it ahead. Lefebvre drives it up the boards, stopped again by Niedermayer. Good shift for Scotty Niedermayer. Since Niedermayer and Arnot ended their lengthy holdouts, the Devils are 13-3-4.
Well, these guys are the champs, Sam, and their coaching staff, management people are pushing this team to be even better than what we're seeing right now. They feel they've been soft defensively. In fact, we've seen a little bit of that here in the first period.
McGillney, shot blocked by Purinton and cleared out of the zone. John mentioned McGillney, the hottest player on the Devils team with 11
Here we
goals.
go. Here we go.
McCarthy and McKenzie.
Maybe even round 3 if you want to call it that. It's the 3rd time these two have scrapped in 2 games. McCarthy looks like he's just trying to wear McKenzie out. We'll see what happens. And McKenzie with the right loose, and McCarthy with the left loose. They even butted helmets there, Sam.
It's dangerous.
Got to be a little bit worn out from that first scrap. McCarthy gets his arm out. He got his arm out of his sleeve. He's going to rip the helmet off. And then I think the linesman will, oh, look at this. The helmet's backwards. Doesn't want to hurt his hand. Ooh.
And a lot of things coming off now. Elbow pads, shoulder pads.
The linesman just saying, I'm going to let these guys wear themselves right out. And the fans here responding. Both teams respond. Boom.
Maybe we don't need rivalry. There's more than an edge to this game.
Yeah.
I mean, this is downright been nasty in this first period.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Rangers have to turn their season around. They have been awful. They've got to turn their season around somehow, Sam. And if you ever end up beating the champions, maybe it's something you build on. This is a long, I mean, we're only in the first period here. And Jim McKenzie is a good team man, as is Sandy McCarthy, and they get after each other for the 2nd time in this game. Ooh, ouch, that uppercut. Connected.
So for the 2nd time, McKenzie and McCarthy, 5 minutes each for fighting. And the equipment.
The Rangers have to scrap for everything they get, Sam. There's been plenty of games where they haven't. They've had meetings. They've had heart-to-heart talks. There's been tears spilled inside the rooms. And here they're playing as a team. They're sticking up for each other. They're trying to say that they're going to battle on home ice, and they're going against the champs. And the champs, you watch, the champs will get their game going here yet in this game.
Today's New York Rangers high-definition broadcast is presented by Panasonic. Hope you're enjoying it if you have HD TV. No loss of manpower on the ice. Skating 5 aside. Rangers leading 2-0. Gomez finds McGillney. Scores! Alexander McGillney, who had a hat trick against the Islanders, now has 12 goals in his last 12 games. The Devils are on the board.
What a breakout this was. The Rangers stood up at the top of the circles. 2 players jumped in. The Devils moved the puck right by him. Now watch the Rangers here get active with those 2 forwards, or these 2. They're gone. 2 big passes, and watch McGillney come right in behind everybody, right over here. This is his 3rd wrist shot of the first period. Very few people in the game have a wrist shot like Alexander McGillney. This was a breakout. The Rangers stepped up, got trapped. A perfect 3-on-3 actually, which turned into a McGillney shot. He stayed onside, got to his forehand side. What a wrist shot.
Fleury with a takeaway, breaks toward the net, and scores!
Wow.
There's some excitement and emotion. Rangers answer right back. It's 3-1.
And I wonder what goes through Larry Robinson's mind as Marty Brodeur has not been sharp here in the first period at all. He's had a goalpost hit, and he's had 3 goals against. This is something. Pass across was simply picked off by Fleury, who's really had skating legs. Well, Rafalski moved the puck across to Stevens. Fleury picked it off. Watch. Right in here is the pass. Fleury picks it off, gets to his forehand, and he scores. Fleury, he made the play shorthanded. He makes the play here. He is flying.
That goal ties him with Jaromir Jagr for the league lead with 24 and ties him with Joe Sakic for the league lead with 56 points.
The Rangers have shown me more in the first almost 13 minutes of this game than we've seen in a month.
I agree with you there.
They're showing us something. Then it hasn't been there for a month.
Fleury's got a goal and an assist. The Rangers have 3 goals. As many goals in this first period as they had the entire previous 3 games.
You see Fleury right in here, forced the turnover, and as soon as Stevens went that way, Fleury went the other way. And he got Brodeur moving, a very accurate low shot, the type of goal that goal scorers score. Fleury plays with passion, and right now his feet are moving. His feet are really moving.
McGillney got his 19th from Gomez and Breland at 12:20. 14 seconds later, Fleury unassisted at 12:34. 3-1 Rangers. Graves dumps it down the boards. Danekyo goes to play it. Only the second time in the last 9 games the Devils have given up more than 2 goals in a game. Nemchinov looking for McKay, but he was tied up by Lefebvre. McKay gets to the puck, works it back for Ken Sutton. McKay winds it down to Nemchinov. The one-time Rangers tied up along the boards. Messier checking Holik. Down the board, McKay checked there by Lefebvre. Kicks it to Holik. Holik against Messier. One-handed wraparound slid by the net. Nemchinov. Holik tried to stuff it in again, and Messier was all over him. Kamensky carries in. Rangers changing. Nice shot to Nedved. Trying to get it to Hlavac.
Oh, was he in shooting position?
And here's the setup. Kucherov shot is blocked, and it's cleared by Danekyo.
Nedved was in the high slot with that wrist shot, and he decided to pass.
And I know what the Ranger coaches were yelling on the bench. Shoot. Nedved clears. Nedved with a goal and an assist.
One of those games where Nedved's on the puck, the puck's finding him, he's in good position a lot of times. He should take advantage of it when he's in a situation like that.
Race for the puck, Colin White to it for an icing on the Rangers. 5:32 to go in the first. Rangers leading 3-1.
Shots against Marty Brodeur, and if you can believe this, that those 34 games include regular season and playoffs against the Rangers. No more than 3 goals against in any of them. What a remarkable stretch that is. And we'll see if the Rangers could get 4 on him in this game. So far, 3.
Good start.
For the Rangers.
Still a long way to go. Hlavac toward the net, but through. Dvorak gets to it. Halavich, met by Niedermayer, turned it over.
Looks like Arnot wants to throw his weight around here. He just threw a good hard hit in along the boards.
Niedermayer pushed it ahead, dumped into the corner by Hlavac. He chases. Halavich was there with him. Arnot for Sikora. Kocek checked him. Pass for Arnott went off his skate. Dvorak able to move it to Hlavac. Good pressure here by the Devils. Niedermayer pinching in against Nedved. Rangers having trouble clearing the zone. Kocek able to get it out. Dvorak tries to find it. Sikora on him.
And we've talked a lot about Holik against Messier. It's also been Nedved against Arnott in this first period. Opposite centers.
Colin White playing it in.
I wonder if Arnott, with his size, would he wear Nedved down as the game moves along? We'll have to watch for that.
Danekyo back to the puck. Plays the glass. Took a hit from Lacroix. Second time Lacroix has gone after Danekyo. McGillney shot deflected away.
That was Mogilny with a slap shot. His other shots this period have been wrist shots.
Rangers fourth line on. Malhotra with Lacroix and Groshek. Groshek going for the puck. Lost sight of it. Now it gets it to Lacroix. Taken away by Pandolfo. McGillney on the right side dumps it in. Madden gets to it. Long shot by Danekyo, missed the net. McGillney
Double shifted.
Yes, another line for him.
Exactly.
Normally with Gomez. Here he's with Madden and Pandolfo.
He's hot. He's real hot. Here we go again. The linesman jumping in here before these two get after each other. Lacroix and Sutton. The linesman jumped in before they got after each other.
And Sutton goes to the penalty box. Eric Lacroix goes to the Rangers penalty box. 3:47 to go in the first.
Here's where they meet up along the arms up with both players. That's Mark Perry, the linesman. He wouldn't let them get going. Here's Arnot. Remember I said he looks like he wants to get involved more now physically as this game starts to move. And here he is meeting up with Nedved. And he's much heavier than Nedved, obviously. Arnot at 225, Nedved at 200. And I think that's what Peter's equipment on. But I don't think he's 200 pounds, is he? He's a tall guy, sinewy.
Depends what time of the day you weigh him. If it's after lunch, maybe he's got to 200. Sutton and Lacroix 2 minutes each for roughing at 16-13. So the teams will skate 4 aside for the next 2 minutes.
Devils are trying to get a change here, and the referee says no to certain players and yes to other guys. So Madden comes back on the ice. He just finished the shift, but he must have been, well, he's out there. So I suspect that they're looking over at the bench now when he's just finishing a shift, so he's not, his gas tank isn't exactly full. I'm sure he'll make a change once the puck gets put into play.
3 forwards on for the Devils: Madden, Breland, and Gomez with Niedermayer. Face-off win by Madden. Niedermayer pass ahead with block. Niedermayer recovers, slides it toward the net, went through. Gomez plays it back to Breland, who shoots, and it hit one of the players.
It may have hit Richter. I heard it hit a mask or something.
It hit Richter in the mask. It was a high shot, almost a takeaway by Gomez. Richter tried to poke at it and did. Knocked it away. Nepchinov. Breland sets up Niedermayer, shoots wide.
New York is trying to stay with
Gomez battling behind the net.
What a battle.
York gets to the puck.
Fleury holding the stick of Niedermayer. This is a good call. Fleury doesn't think so, but this is a very good call as the full court press was put on by the Devils here. Good work. And Madden eventually did change. And the Niedermayer-led Devils kept it going. Look at York and Gomez. What a battle. This is the one that hits the lower part of the mask of Mike Richter. And you see, Gusarov didn't go out with the puck here, Sam. Now he's saying, see, twice he could have gotten out, didn't. That's a problem. That leads to this penalty that's going to happen. Look in behind. York and Gomez go after each other, and they really battle. Both players. 2 very, very talented individuals, York and Gomez. What a battle. And then Gusarov went back with the puck twice instead of moving it out. The Rangers are in trouble and take a penalty. Look at that battle, Sam. Ooh, baby.
Fleury for holding the stick at 16:48. Here's the penalty.
See the penalty is Fleury gets in behind Niedermayer with a bit of a hook, but Fleury's got his stick. See,
yep.
Now Niedermayer's going to want to go and get the puck here in just a second now, and he can't get it because the stick is held, and that's why the referee had to make the call.
Being held for a long time. Devils' 3rd power play. They've had 2 shots on goal in the power play. They've given up a shorthanded goal. 4-on-3 power play advantage. Sikora, Rafalski, Arnot, and Elias for the power play. Messier, Leach, and Gusarov, the penalty killers. Puck goes into the corner. Elias try to get it to Sikora. Leach stopped it. Rafalski's got the puck, looking, holding, getting it back. Long shot saved by Richter. Rebound to Arnot. Placed to Sikora, and he shanked it wide. Leach may have blocked it. Arnot drops it off.
Elias setting up the screen.
Here's Sikora. Rafalski to Arnot. Messier out there. Rafalski steps up and shoots and scores. Brian Rafalski ripping a shot. Devils score on the power play. They are #1 on the power play in the league, and they've cut the Rangers lead to 3-2.
5th goal of the season on the power play. Pardon me, 5th goal of the season for Rafalski. Elias stood in front, and the Rangers with a 4-on-3 can't move him. Look at him just standing there. And this is a rocket. Perfect shot. Richter didn't see it. It went past his right side, near his stick, near his blocker. You can see Messier drawn over. Rafalski looks, no other option but room to shoot, and he just put it on goal. It may have deflected, I don't know. But it was some great shot. Elias in front, and he was not knocked around at all. Whether Elias touches the puck, I don't know. Look at the Richter, just trying to look around him, trying to look around him, and here comes the blast. That's a good goal by the Devils in the power play. Their power play is going to work. I mean, that's 3 in 1 period for them.
Brian Rafalski gets credit for the goal. His 4th power play goal. And the Devils are back to within 1. Rafalski from Arnot and Sikora at 17:29. Lefebvre still skating 4 aside for another 5 seconds. When Sutton and Lacroix will return. Now teams are back at full strength. 1:45 to go in the first. The Rangers have had a 2-goal lead twice, 2-0 and 3-1. It's now 3-2. Rafalski for Holik on to McKay. McKay shot blocked. Played by Nemchinov. Bumped by Kluchek. Excuse me. Backhanded by Holik, deflected away. The Devils had too many men on the ice for a long time, and it was scored. It's waved off.
Yeah, it's waved off.
They finally saw it.
Yeah.
The fans were yelling, John. Devils had 6 men on the ice, 6 skaters on for a long time.
And they will be shorthanded. I think the linesman on the far side of the ice eventually made the call. We'll take a look here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Marty is 7 guys. And you can see they're all the way over to center ice. There's 3 defensemen there. Stevens, Niedermeyer, and Colin White. 3 defensemen on the ice at once. And look how long they're out there. That's a long time. That's too many men on the ice.
And the guy who skated off kind of skated off slowly.
Holik in New York. This is a battle. Will the Devils wear the blue shirts down with that size at center ice? Holik and Arnot, they're big men, but the Rangers have battled. Now they have a power play of their own.
Randy McKay serves it. Too many men on the ice at 18:38. Fetisov and Robinson talking things over about what happened.
Fetisov changes the defense. So, you know, Larry's trying to figure out exactly why it did happen. I'm sure they've got to figure out somebody there made a mistake.
First power play for the Rangers. Madden with the takeaway. Breaking in on Fleury. Save. Scores! It went through Mike Richter. John Madden with a shorthanded goal has tied it at 3.
That's a bad goal against the Rangers. Bad goal because Madden's on the backhand from a very bad angle. These 2 goaltenders have not had a good first period. We've seen 3 goals each, and this is one from a bad angle. As we look at the replay, here's a look at the Canon Business Solutions goal cam. Richter was caught going down. There was a hole between the wickets, and it went in. Madden flipped the puck right over Fleury's stick. Boy, he's a great penalty killer. And the backhand shot that just simply should have been stopped. It ricocheted off the right pad inside of the right pad of Mike Richter.
John Madden is 16th goal of the season, and he has a 3-game goal scoring streak. The man who led the NHL in shorthanded goals last season gets his 2nd shorthanded goal of this season. And the game is tied at 3. Final minute of the first period. Messier around the net looking. And the shot went off the post.
Outside of the post.
Messier again shooting from a sharp angle. Missed the net. Around the Leach. 28 seconds of the period. Rangers on the power play, and the puck cleared down the ice. Madden unassisted at 18:53 with a shorthanded goal. Rangers change. 15 seconds to go in the period. Fleury plays it down the boards. Dvorak goes to it. Dvorak centers. Was blocked in front. Devils break out. Niedermeyer on the puck. Great move. Niedermeyer against Leach. Toward the net. Tipped away by Fleury. Pandolfo hit by Fleury. Period over.
I feel Fleury's trying everything here. Each team gets a shorthanded goal. There was 2 fights. There was a lot of hard hitting. Not great goaltending. We're 3-3 after 1. This has been a
Brodeur delay of the game at 5:16. 5-on-3 advantage for the Rangers. Game tied at 3. Puck to Fleury, now to Leach. Madden, Niedermeyer, and Stevens to 3 for the Devils. In front, Messier shanked it wide. Went off the heel of his stick. Stevens able to clear the zone. 15 seconds in the 2-man advantage.
Devils had two forwards high. The Rangers have to get the puck low.
Kaminsky slides in. Save Brodeur. Out to Fleury, 5 seconds in the two-man. Leach has the puck.
The two-man high.
Messier's got it. One man out of the box. Kicked away by Brodeur. It's a 5-on-4 as Danekyo's back. The puck is cleared down the ice.
The best chance was Mark Messier, and he couldn't get his blade on the stick properly and fired it wide.
Rangers move across again. Down the boards comes Kamensky against Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer takes it away, and it's cleared. And the Ranger struggles on the power play continue, and that's had a tendency to deflate them in recent games. Their failures on the power play, the inability to jumpstart the offense. Give away, and Elias comes in, fakes and shoots, saved by Richter. Hooks it away. Nice move by Elias. 40 seconds to go. Rangers power play. Nedved across. 3-3 the score. Nedved looking. Halavich in the slot. Dvorak in the corner. Nedved moves in. His shot went off Danekyo. Karams to Brodeur, covers up.
On the other side, Halavich was trying to get to the net, but Niedermeyer was tough. He was using his stick, and he was making sure that Halavich couldn't get to the front of the net. I'm not seeing Yorka hold on in the power play. I wonder if he would spark the power.
Rangers will have 4 days off. You can bet they'll do a lot of practice on the power play.
Said they haven't been. They've been working on defensive zone coverage.
Dvorak shot was deflected by Pandolfo. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Nedved dropped it off for Dvorak. Back to Nedved, looking. Tried to thread the needle to Halavich, but it was blocked. Leach's pass blocked. Power play is over. Teams are at full strength. Rangers 0 for 3 on the power play. Leach in deep. Knocked away by Madden. Game remains tied 3-3 with 12 and a half minutes to go, second period.
And Brian Leach was in deep a lot on that power play. Didn't work, but he was in deep trying to set something up.
Danekyo took out Dvorak. Dvorak sends it in. Devils penalty killing continues to be outstanding as they kill off 3 here.
They were, what, 36 straight going into this game?
That's correct, John. 39 in a row now. McGillney try to hop by Lefebvre. Lefebvre recovers, moves the puck up for McCarthy. York, McCarthy, and Groshek here. York moving in. Knocked away by Brodeur. Rafalski plays the puck. Now Scotty Gomez. Ryan Rafalski, who has one of the goals. Good play by McCarthy at the line. Controls the puck. Slides it out. Gomez back to get it. Ken Sutton. McGillney leaves it. Arnot behind the back to Gomez. McGillney called for it. Moves in. Shoots. Missed the net.
There's that trailer again that Al Troutwig was talking about.
Gomez fires. Deflected away by Lacroix. And the Rangers get out of the zone. Malhotra. Purinton was offside on the play. 11-11 to go in the second. Rangers be there. Should be a lot of fun.
Kim Alexis will be there. Dennis Leary, Rod Gilbert, Ron Duguay. How about Barry Melrose will be playing defense in the game. Glenn Anderson, Chris Jericho, the wrestler. We'll have some fun. Jason Priestley.
Very good.
Some of the guys from the Bare Naked Ladies, the rock band.
You got your skates?
Christmas is past, Sam.
Oh.
Once a year, man. That's it. I'd love to, but your knees say no.
10:35 to go, second period. All the scoring in the first. Rangers led 2-0 and 3-1. Devils have caught up. It's 3-3. Brodeur fires it around the boards. Kochek sent it back in. That's an offside on the Rangers.
We're nearing the midpoint of the game. It's 3-3, and do you sense that it's settling in a little bit now?
Yes, sir. All right, you got your answer?
Yes,
you write it down?
Yes,
okay.
I do.
You know the year?
I'm guessing 19.
Prior to Theo Fleury, who was the last Ranger to lead the NHL in scoring at the end of the calendar year, I'm going to say Jean Rattel.
Andy Bathgate, baby, back in the early 60s. Come on.
And how did you know that?
Because I know that.
How did you know that? How did you know? Come on.
I know that.
How did you know that?
I'm telling you.
You weren't here at 62.
I'm a Ranger nut. I know things
You're a
about
Montreal
the
fan. How did you know that?
I do my homework, big boy.
I thought I had it scoped out with the last Ranger to lead the league in scoring. Remember that?
to lead the Rangers in scoring.
No, lead the league. Last
Lead the
Rangers.
league, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hlavac with pressure on Klocek. Puck to Mike Richter, and he covers up. 9:53
It's a
to go.
process of elimination. It's who you throw out of those things, and then you guess. That was
had
a guess.
big year.
That's some fun. Mine was prospect.
I'm coming back. Dvorak hustles to the puck, but it's blocked by Rafalski. And chipped back into the Ranger zone.
Plus, I have more time to concentrate on the answer. You're doing play-by-play.
Thanks for helping me out there.
That's true.
And that puck batted over the glass into the crowd. To this point, John, I give the Rangers a lot of credit. They haven't looked loggy or sluggish in the aftermath of the long trip yesterday.
I think that when you see the two Ranger matchups with the Devils this season, as we look at Nedved, taps it right down to a young fan. How about that?
Very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Looked like he was spiking it in volleyball.
There you go. But the Rangers were playing one of the worst parts of their schedule when they went into New Jersey. The Devils were rested for 3 days, and the Devils knocked the Rangers off. Now here, the Rangers had a tough travel day from Phoenix yesterday, even though the Rangers haven't played much lately, Sam. They only played 2 games in the last week.
Yeah.
But the Devils were home and able to maybe take advantage of it. This has been a creative game with both teams.
Oh, Scott Stevens took out 2 Rangers, Nedved and Dvorak. Race for the puck. Hlavac negates an icing with the hustle. Puck taken back by Dvorak, but he lost it. Hlavac out of the corner.
Johnson doesn't have a stick, Ranger defenseman.
A hit by Lefebvre forced the turnover, and the Rangers come back. Halavich across, leaves it for Nedved. Back to Halavich in the corner. Klocek going to the net, but the pass a little late to him. Comes out of the zone. Is brought back across.
That was offside.
Yeah,
the linesman
not called.
was blocked out. He was blocked off at the Rangers bench. That little chip play was by Rafalski, who blocked the pass a moment ago. Nice defensive play.
Uh-oh. McCarthy squaring off with Stevens. McCarthy's had 2 fights already.
That has to do with the 2 hits that Stevens threw on the 2 Ranger players. 1 hit 2 players.
McCarthy with a hit on Gomez. A lot of side stuff going on.
The edge is back. It was a quiet 5 or 6 minutes, but it's back.
McCarthy, York takes over, moves in, hip checked along the boards by Stevens. Rafalski moves the puck up the boards. 3-3 the score, 8 minutes to go in the second. Ryan Rafalski. Purinton is there. McGillney turns and fires. Save off the mask of Richter, but it was off. Was it offside?
Yeah,
it was offside.
Yeah,
McGillney took the shot.
The puck hit Mike Richter right on the beam. Another one of those wrist shots. As Stevens has some words as McCarthy now skates by the bench. You know, Nedved stopped to find the puck, and there's Stevens. He took advantage of it, knocking both players. And that's good play by Scott Stevens. He's a big open ice hitter. Not many left in the game like that. And McCarthy is making a point here where he's sticking up for his teammates. That's what it's all about. And there's McCarthy signaling to Scott Stevens about not fighting. And Scott Stevens has no reason to fight here, I don't think. There's the hit. There's the shove. Then some words.
That doesn't make any sense.
Not for Stevens. He doesn't need to. And McCarthy, if he gets into another one, he'll get tossed. That'd be 3 fights in 1 game. Who did Scott Stevens get into a big fight with lately? Luke Richardson, I think it was. The Fleury stick.
That's
elbow,
what
forearm
Stevens
was up, stick was up on Stevens.
I think that's what Stevens may have been upset with the referee about. Icing is whistled against the Rangers. 7:42 remaining in this second period. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. We're off and running, and this young man is in 2001.
Boy, this is
Afternoon games.
Cotton candy and Dove bars, huh?
Are you getting one between periods?
No, I'm not. My New Year's resolution is kicked in after our road trip. Well, the restaurants are pretty good in Phoenix.
We had a good time. Serious now. Sutton shot deflected and slid by the outside of the net. Penalty called on the Rangers.
Remember we mentioned, Sam, defensive zone draws. That was a defensive zone draw. There hasn't been many here in the second period, but the Devils won it. And when they won the draw, things happened. And Gusarov goes to the penalty box. 3-3 game, 7:32 to go, and the Devils have the #1 #1 power play. This is Gusarov over here, 25 white. He stays with his man because the other team won the draw. I don't know if what was the penalty?
Penalty was high sticking.
Oh, there, Sam.
Okay.
He was going down. He brought his stick right into the visor of Pandolfo.
Devils'
So
fourth power play. Right, John. 4 shots on goal on the power play. They're 1 for 3 in the game. 7:20 to go, second period. Rafalski, Arnot, Holik. Here's Holik moving in on Leach, but he fell down, lost his edge. Sikora's got it. Eliash, the other man up front. Arnot's back to the point. Leach is without a stick. It's in the corner. Leach and Klocek, Messier and Graves, the penalty killers. They move quickly for the shot. It's blocked by Leach. Sikora shot that puck out of the zone. It's an offside. Now the Rangers can regroup.
Brian Leach make a play there. He thought about going to the corner to get his stick and decided against it. And then he ended up blocking a shot without his stick. And this takes some courage to go down. Ooh, his stick there is in the corner. As Brian comes back to the front of the net, the puck goes to the point. He's thinking about going to get it. Goes, no, I got to better come back and play my position. Now I'm just read the play. He'll read the play. And he'll go down on one knee and took that off his hip.
Hip?
Well,
it was more of the
backside
derriere. Rafalski fires it around.
A little more meat back there.
Yeah. Some extra padding. Elias tries to work it ahead for Arnot. Arnot was tied up by Janssen. Comes out to Rafalski. Now Sikora turns. Played it across for Elias, but Janssen did a good job checking him. York stopped by Sikora. Janssen moves it, but Arnot takes over. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Arnot finds Rafalski. Down low. Save Richter put in. Stuffed in by Jason Arnot. And the Devils score again on the power play as the big man got in deep. And Richter could not control. And for the first time in the game, the Devils lead. It's 4-3.
This shot from the point slipped underneath everybody. Ricocheted into Richter, and the puck slipped underneath him, and Arnot just moved in and tapped it over the goal line. So the champs are showing why they're champs. Arnot feeds the point. Puck goes off a Fleury underneath everybody. Mike Richter didn't know where the puck was, and you'll see Arnot sneak in from behind, and he's got the tap-in goal. I think Mike Richter thought the puck was underneath the pads, and they weren't. And you see the puck squirt loose. Arnot able to score. The power play works. This Devils power play, by the way, #2 at home, #3 on the road. I mean, it's good everywhere. Real good, and you can see why.
When Arnot returned from the holdout, the contract holdout, he scored 14 points in the first 8 games. Had 6 over the last 11, but has a 2-point game today with a goal and an assist. Under 6 minutes to go in the second, and the Devils have a 4-3 lead. 2 power play goals for New Jersey, plus a shorthanded goal. Their special teams producing 3 of the 4. Put out in front, knocked away from Dvorak. Here's McGillney racing in. Leach stays with him. Played through as Nemchinov was tied up by Klocek. Arnot with his 8th of the season from Elias and Rafalski at 13:41. And Rafalski with a goal and an assist as well. Niedermeyer was spun around, and a penalty is called from outside, a holding the stick call. 5:20 to go in the second. Devils leading 4-3.
Celebrate the Jeep year-end clearance with noisemakers. A little bubbly and exceptional values on legendary Jeep.
Scott Niedermeyer will end up in the penalty box. He's working with Peter Nedved here, and you can see he grabs a hold of the stick for just a second. And he gets sent to the penalty box. Rangers are having trouble with their specialty teams. They need a power play goal. They trail by 1.
Rangers 0 for 3 on the power play in the game. Niedermeyer for holding the stick at 14:40, and Madden gets to the puck. Fleury has it back. Messier, Kamensky, and Graves. Leach and Fleury for the power play. Messier broken up. Good play by Pandolfo. Pandolfo and Madden with Danekyo and Stevens, the penalty killers.
It's a good start for the Devils, isn't it, with Madden and Pandolfo? Really do a good job for the Devils with the lead 2 guys.
Pandolfo Racing down, couldn't get to it. Richter there first, winds it around for Leach. To Messier. Eliash has come on for the Devils. Messier leaves it for Fleury. In deep, Dvorak. Back pass to Leach. Now Fleury. Takes the shot, blocked by Stevens. Up the boards and out. Halavich has come on with Dvorak. Messier goes off and Nedved comes on. 48 seconds to go in the power play. Dvorak try to break through. Tapped away by Colin White. Halavich. Dvorak in the corner. Nedved. Colin White checking him. Madden and Sikora back on for the Devils. Nedved holding. 30 seconds in the power play. Behind the back to Leach for the shot. Save Brodeur. Rebound loose. White able to move it. And Leach pinching in. Denied the clearing attempt by Brian Madden.
Good play by Colin White, the defenseman, who's got a great plus-minus with the Devils. He wears number 5 there. When you see Leach get the shot, he kind of has to shoot it quick. And when he shoots it quick, he gets it up too high. And you can see the puck loose, and White's right there to shuffle it away from the slot. Nice job. John Madden, this is the hockey player, not the football announcer and previous coach. The football announcer has the All Madden show, right?
That's right, couple of weeks.
This John Madden's going to be with the other John Madden on that show.
Good.
Yeah, it is.
It will be
good. Yeah, it will be. John Madden getting recognition as a terrific hockey player. We all knew that he could check well and penalty kill well. Now he's scoring a lot of goals.
16 this season. He's been streaky, and he's on a good streak right now with goals in 3 straight games.
So if you folks watch the John Madden special, that John Madden, the hockey guy, will be in there.
Won't be able to tell them apart. Leach. Halavich. Now Nedved. Rafalski takes it away and moves it around the boards. Kept in by Janssen. Dvorak's got the puck. Final seconds of the power play. Nedved through to Halavich. He scores! The power play had just expired. Halavich gets his second of the game. The Rangers have tied it at 4.
Niedermeyer had just stepped out of the penalty box. Halavich had to make a great play by reaching for the puck and chipping it over. First time Marty Brodeur has given up 4 goals to the Rangers in what seems like a decade. And it almost got stopped by the glove hand of Brodeur. Good job there. The Rangers kept the puck in as it was rolling at the blue line. Dvorak, Nedved, Halavich. Sam, that pass to Halavich deflected. And Halavich had to reach back and get it. Watch this. This is some play by Halavich. It deflected off of White's skate, I believe, in front. And Halavich had to reach back, and get the puck and flip it up over top. We have a tie game.
Terrific goal. Nedved's having a big game with a goal and 2 assists. Halavich with 2 goals. 16:41 the time of the goal. Halavich getting his 15th from Nedved and Dvorak. So back and forth they go. York had to wait for Fleury to get back onside. Gomez ties up York in front of the Rangers bench. Janssen breaks across. Drop to York. On for McCarthy. But a good play coming back by Big Jim McKenzie. Gomez. McGillney right, McKenzie left. Broken up by Lefebvre.
I haven't mentioned Bobby Holik much in this second period.
Not much, John, except for the power play.
Yeah.
Came on for the power play. So maybe Larry Robinson is still not allowed Holik out of the Chateau Bow Wow. Eliash, nice play by Gusarov. Gomez recovers. Fans have been into this game. It's been exciting from the outset. A little of everything in this one. Power play goals, shorthanded goals. We've had fights. A lot of edginess. Here's McGillney onside for the shot. Saved by Richter. Halavich takes it.
Bobby Holik played 4:34 in the first and just over 3 minutes in the second.
Drop pass 3-on-2. Nedved shot deflected away. Dvorak. Halavich turns. He shoots. Save by Brodeur. Big save there. Nedved to Halavich. Halavich checked by Rafalski, trying to fight him off. Nedved comes out of the corner. Janssen shot, chip, bounces wide of the net. Dvorak fires across. Janssen's got the puck. Rister toward the net, wide. Around the boards, Dvorak to it. Looks like a power play here. Toward the net, broken up by Rafalski. Janssen's got it. Now Nedved. Fans roar in approval. Rafalski able to clear the zone. Sikora now Elias. Arnot on the right side. Lead for Arnot. Graves stays with him. Put out in front. But taken wide, carried wide by Lefebvre, and Janssen's got it. Less than a minute to go, second period.
2 periods of great play by the Nedved line, and that last shift was against Scott Stevens and Rafalski, 2 of the better defensemen in the game.
4-4 the score. Sikora dumps it in. Richter reaches out, plays it up the boards to Kamensky. Colin White couldn't keep it in. Recovered by Sikora, and now White.
Holik's out there now, Sam.
Sergei Breland, Holik on the right side. Holik shoots, and Lefebvre may have gotten a piece of it. Colin White toward the net, deflected. Whoa, what a redirection that was. Went wide. It really took a sharp turn. Giveaway at the line. Holik across. His shot blocked by Janssen.
That was Kamensky with a pass through the middle. Kamensky throws the puck through the middle a lot in the neutral zone, and you can't do it, especially against the Devils.
Final seconds, second period. You'll hear the cheers. It's been exciting hockey as the Rangers and Devils are even through 2.
Not a lot of shots on goal during the second period, but some very passionate play by both hockey clubs. And the best line on the ice was the Nedved, Halavich, Dvorak line. We picked it up and thought, and won with a partner. I do a lot of specialty team plays, so he misses out on some of that.
Holik and Messier. Holik won the draw. Rafalski turns, plays it down the boards. Leach and Klocek on defense. With Graves, Messier, and Kamensky.
Graves didn't go through the middle with the puck.
No.
He threw it in along the boards.
Back the other way, the Devils. Breland dropped to Holik. Holik across, looking. Breland goes to the net. Saved by Richter. That's the rebound into the corner. Kept in by Stevens. Long shot, missed. Rafalski comes down to get the puck. Takes a hit from Graves. Now the puck taken by Adam Graves, and he comes out with it. Leach was met and taken down by Bobby Holik. Baudouin stops it.
That was a good play by Holik. The reason is because Rafalski had broken his stick, so the Rangers had a break up the ice with only one defenseman back there.
Nedved challenged Niedermeyer. The lead for Elias. He fanned on the shot. Gets the puck back. And it's kept in by Niedermeyer.
Devils look sharp early here in the third period. Early and sharp.
Colin White turns. Lifts it in. Devils unbeaten in their last 8. Only 1 loss in their last 11. And only 3 losses in their last 22. They have taken over the lead in the East. Dvorak gave it up to Sikora. Colin White pushes it ahead for Elias. Cross to Sikora.
Nedved's line first shift of the third period. They've been the Rangers' best line.
Lefebvre gives to the red line and slides it in. Stevens there to play it. Now Scott Niedermeyer. Over 2 minutes gone by in the third. McKenzie gave it up the line. Gusarov turned it to Fleury. Fleury has a goal and an assist in the game. Purinton fires in. Rangers took the early lead, led 2-0 and 3-1 in the first period. Devils came back to tie it at the end of the first and took a 4-3 lead in the second, and the Rangers have tied it. Richter fires it back around the boards, deflected by McGillney. He turns, tries to head for the net, was hooked by McCarthy, and turned it over. McCarthy against Rafalski. He joined us late. McCarthy and McKenzie had 2 fights in this game. York battling Stevens. The Devils come up with the puck. Scott Gomez drops it off for Pandolfo. Back to Gomez. Around to McGillney. Shot by Ken Sutton, missed the net. And Gomez there to play it for Pandolfo for the shot. Saved by Richter. Now Pandolfo checked by York.
Good start for the Devils here in the third because the Rangers are not keeping the puck in the Devils' zone.
McGillney's shot was blocked. Good job by Klocek staying with McGillney there. Leach checking John Madden. Madden working hard along the boards. Klocek knocks down McGillney. Back the other way, McCarthy. Leach joins the rush, spray onto a cross. Fleury shoots, gloved by Brodeur, and he holds it.
A good hit by Klocek. He was able to knock Mogilny right down hard, and the Rangers were able to move up with a 3-on-2. It wasn't the end of a shift. That why it wasn't a very fancy 3-on-2. The Devils have been pressuring here with some good forecheck. Watch Klocek move across. He's strong. He is real strong. The Devils trying to cycle here, working the backboards hard. The Rangers with their defensive zone coverage didn't crack. Then there's the hit. You can see the strength of Klocek, and that allowed the Rangers to move up and force a face-off in the Devils zone. Rangers so far, 3.5 minutes into the third, have not forechecked at all. The Devils have been able to come out of their zone easy, and that's made them make things happen. There's McCarthy working through from Rafalski to get the puck deep. But again, the Devils, they just moved the puck out so quick here early in the third that they put pressure on the Rangers as opposed to the Rangers putting pressure on New Jersey.
Malhotra on with Lacroix and Groshek. Malhotra against Madden, wins the face-off. Shot by Lefebvre, saved by Brodeur. And Lacroix got knocked down, and Malhotra challenges Danekyo.
I think Danekyo.
Wow!
Danekyo was playing the puck, Sam. And did Malhotra ever land a bomb? Kenny's days.
He's stunned.
Oh boy, will there be an instigator? You can see here, I think Danekyo was playing the puck, but the Rangers have the mindset today. They're sticking together no matter what happens. And Manny Malhotra, it's the first time I've seen him do something like this. Kenny's got to go to the locker room. He can hardly stand up.
And Lacroix, you can see his left eye closed, blood coming from the nose. And Kenny Danekyo is one strong man as well.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very surprised. And you can see now Lacroix is up. Let's watch and see what happens. The Rangers, Malhotra wins the draw. Here's the shot. Big rebound. And Danekyo had his back turned until Lacroix was playing the puck. Lacroix was jarred when he moved into Danekyo. Danekyo didn't do anything wrong as he's here regarding Lacroix. He was playing the puck. And I think when he turned to fire the puck, Lacroix ran right into the elbow. And I don't think Danekyo knew Lacroix was coming, but that didn't matter to Manny Malhotra, and there's the bomb. That was right on the jaw. That punch was right on the jaw, and Manny was good enough that when he saw Kenny go down, right there's the haymaker, right on the chin, Sam, and Manny knew he was in trouble, so he didn't throw the extra punch, he just left.
Malhotra gets 17 minutes for this. 2 for instigating, 5 fighting, and a 10-minute misconduct.
Well, the 10 comes along with the instigator.
Right.
And
a little bit unsteady, but it looks a little more clear-headed. The Devils get a power play.
Lacroix being attended to there. I think Ken Danekyo just turned his body around to play the puck.
Down to Al between the benches.
Frazier was getting a mouthful from everybody on the Rangers bench. He calmly skated over there and just said, hey, looks just like you guys. He was playing the puck.
Holik in deep. Devils power play is 2 for 4. So you had the positive note for the Rangers is Manny Malhotra sticking up for his teammate in what he thought was not about results. Right now it's about building something for this team.
And that's why after their loss in Phoenix, the Rangers felt as a team they did some things right. Sam, if you take the shots on goal, shots that missed the net, shots blocked, the Rangers outshot Phoenix 67-37. 67-37. So they felt that they did something right, something to build on, and here they played pretty well. Now they need a penalty kill.
Sikora chips it to the side of the net. Elias looking for it. Leach tries to move it. Leach, Gusarov, Messier, and Graves, the penalty killers. Arnot got upended. Rangers clear it. Arnot, Elias, Sikora, Holik, and Rafalski for the power play. Worked ahead, but given away, and a clear by Lefebvre.
I can tell you, I didn't know Manny Malhotra had a right hand like that.
Wow. I think Manny's been working in the gym. Wow. 45 seconds to go in the Devils power play. Just a little over 15 minutes to go in the third. Pass through to Mogilny, saved by Richter, no rebound.
What a wrist shot he has. That's at least 5 by Mogilny on goal. He has a goal, and he finds a way, doesn't he, to trail in behind everybody. Again, Al Trotway brought that up earlier in the game. This team finds trailers. There's Niedermeyer. Boy, can he skate. He gains a blue line. He feeds the trailer. And there's that shot, Sam. And Mike Richter has been very aggressive against Mogilny. See, Mogilny's over here. He'll stay on side. He knows. Now look at him cut in. See how he stays behind everybody? Niedermeyer knows he's back there. And then there's the powerful wrist shot. Powerful wrist shot. Richter made the save. Oh, boy.
Devils Devils are out shooting the Rangers 22-17. McGillney with 5 of those 22 shots. Stevens has come on with Niedermeyer. York and Messier for the Rangers. Leach and Gusarov. Around the boards, Messier finds York. One-on-one with Niedermeyer. York beat him to the outside, got a quick shot off, and Brodeur made a left arm save. What a move by York. Back the other way, McKay with a drop to McGillney. Screen shot blocked, hit his own man, and Gusarov clears.
McGillney did it again.
Yeah.
Right in from behind. Good save by Marty Brodeur. That was a good play by York after Messier was on to win the draw, which he did.
Good penalty kill for the Rangers. Back at full strength with 14:10 to go in the third period, tied at 4.
Kenny Danekyo was underneath the runway here. He wants to get back to the bench.
Fleury in the Devils zone. Around the net comes Niedermeyer. Fans roared when York was taken down. Danekyo's still out for the 5-minute major for fighting.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's sitting right down underneath the runway between the two benches.
Can't go to the bench. Wait for a stoppage. Maybe go back to the penalty box.
Yeah.
Lefebvre knocked down by Rafalski as the Devils kept it in. Now it's cleared out. Colin White. Nedved on him. Nedved, Hlavac, and Dvorak. On for the Rangers. Madden, Pandolfo, and then Chinov for the Devils. Now the Devils changing. Dvorak stopped at the line. Turned the other way by Eliash on to Sikora. He shoots wide. They've been deflected high and wide. Nedved stopped at the line by Colin White, who upended Nedved. Back in comes Sikora, 3-on-2. Drag pass behind Madden. Dvorak out for Nedved.
Devils again trying to hit the trailer with 3-on-2. They turn the puck up ice quickly, don't they?
Again, very similar to Dallas. You made the analogy to Dallas earlier, John. They do that very well.
Good passing defenseman makes that happen.
Arnot missed by Richter and just went wide of the net. Richter went down.
Change-up shot.
Yeah.
That was a change-up.
Takedown by Leach on Sikora. Nothing called. Sikora appealing to Kerry Fraser. He would not listen. They headed back the other way. Ken Sutton swinging it around for Sikora. Up the middle, Arnott. Long shot into the corner. Greenland was bumped by Klocek. Shot hit the outside of the net.
What a quick shot that was by Sikora. Wow.
I think some of the Ranger fans thought that went in. They suddenly went silent.
Mike Richter reacted the same way.
Arnott dropping it off for Greenland. Sutton making a move. Deflection, a save. Huge save by Richter on Sikora again.
The Rangers' defensive zone coverage will be tested now. Kenny Danekyo will be heading to the penalty box. Sikora still made the deflection in front, and Mike Richter may be his best save of the game. 4-4 tie. That's a huge, huge, huge save for the Rangers. That was some shift Sikora had.
Yes, he did. 11:43 to go in the third. No scoring here in the third. Game tied at 4.
Kenny Danekyo's gone back to the locker room. His penalty had not expired yet, so I think he's just going to go back there and rest. We'll see if he comes out to play the remainder of the third when his penalty is up.
Colin White able to clear the zone. McGillney slides it deep. Richter stops it. Winds it up the boards. McGillney checked by Groshek. Messier, Graves, and Groshek the line here.
I say that, no Kamensky on the right side there.
Well, you know what? He turned the puck over a couple of times, and the coaches may be sitting him for a little bit. Colin White outlets to Niedermeyer. In against Lefebvre. Dropped it back to McGillney. Shot went off of Janssen. Janssen has come back with a pretty good game, I think, John.
We saw that early in the first period, sir.
Centered in front. McKay. Graves got there. Richter made the save.
Both defensemen. Ooh, Rangers are mad at whole league here as he went in looking for a puck. McKay was taken out of the play by Adam Graves. Now, the referees are letting them play here, Sam. This is an on-edge game. The penalties that have been handed out have been penalties that have been deserved, and they're letting them play. Now Janssen's the left defenseman. There's Lefebvre, the other defenseman, chasing up with Niedermeyer. And all of a sudden, McKay's left alone as Grosek had trouble with the puck. That's a great read by Adam Graves. He's the left winger watching the left defenseman. And instead, he saw what was happening, read the play, and zinged right down there and got to big McKay before he was able to take the shot. And then Holik, who's such a bear. Man, he's just such a big man that he met up with Grosek, and Grosek went down or almost down. That got everybody going.
Al, what do you have?
Sam, when Ken Danekyo left the ice for a second time a few moments ago, he said under his breath as he went to the Devils locker room, when I get back on the ice, it ain't going to be pretty.
Yeah, he's a proud guy.
Oh,
and he'll battle. We know Kenny very well.
He's
He'll
a
battle.
warrior.
The whole team is, and so the Rangers have been warriors in this one too. Both teams fighting hard. I think Manny Malhotra just thought that Kenny threw the elbow into Lacroix, but Kenny didn't throw it with any purpose. He was playing the puck.
The guy that he probably wants, he will not see. Here's York for McCarthy, but a great defensive play by Stevens. Leach along the boards. Sent all the way down by the Devils. Icing will be whistled here.
Sandy McCarthy's mad. He got tripped up. He wanted to have words with Breland. Every shift that McCarthy's been on the ice, he's been in a bad mood. And the Rangers like that. They ain't like it.
They need that.
Well played defensively.
Rafalski pressured by York. 4-4 the score. 10:25 to go, third period. Rangers led twice in the first period, 2-0 and 3-1. The Devils rallying to tie 3-3. Took a 4-3 lead in the second. And the Rangers came back to tie it up on the second goal of the game by Jan Halavich. The takeaway by Breland. Feeds Gomez on to Rafalski. Quick shot was blocked. Stevens with a drive high off the glass. Gomez plays it. Gomez cuts in front, and he tried a little flip pass to Nemchinov, and it went through. McCarthy off the corner boards. Rafalski takes a hit from Fleury. Gomez gets it to Stevens. Now Nemchinov. Breland tipped it into the Rangers zone. Rangers changing. Nedved. Cross corner dump in. Goes over the glass into the crowd. 9:30 to go in the third. Tied at 4. Nedved a +3 with a goal and an assist in the game. Nedved gets to it. Nedved picked up by White. Centered for Halavich, and a good play by Arnot coming back. Elias chips it clear. Leach there to play it. Sikora on the forecheck. Dvorak in by Arnot. Sikora moves it for Arnot. Arnot against Leach. Centered for Elias. Good pickup by Klocek, who rides him to the boards. Arnot for Niedermeyer. Sent it wide. Nedved moves it out of the zone. Niedermeyer moves it again.
That matchup we talked about a moment ago, the Marriott matchup.
Elias for Sikora, just missed. Sikora picked up the puck, the side of the puck, just the last second, and just missed the shooting chance. Rangers been outshot 7-3 here in the third. Lefebvre sending it all the way down. Will be an icing on the Rangers. 8:27 to go in the third. Rangers' next game is Monday night against the Dallas Stars. That's an 8 o'clock start. Don't forget tomorrow's Super Skates and Celebrity Hockey game to benefit all three. Hope you join us for those. Messier, Graves, and now Kamensky is back on this line. Puck out of the zone. Adam Graves still sitting on 299, looking for that milestone goal.
You know, the Rangers had Messier against Matt, and then there was a stoppage for that last faceoff. Devils quickly put Holik's line on the ice. And Messier's line's out there, but it's not Stevens. So what we're seeing now is Stevens go against the Nedved line.
Holik.
I'll watch for it.
Good poke check by Kusarov. Holik recovers in the corner. Kusarov checks him.
I'm wrong. They're playing Scott Stevens against the York Fleury line.
Okay.
Fleury's the left winger in this one.
Shot by Stevens, hit Purinton in front, and Purinton knocked down McKay as they're battling. Devils keep it in. McKay in the corner. Purinton on him, rides him down again. Fired around by Gusarov. Rafalski toward the net, sticked aside by Richter. Fleury up the boards, and it bounced. A weird carom, but Gusarov alertly played it. Now Purinton. And the Rangers finally get out of the zone. Good pressure by the Devils. Tied at 4 with 7 minutes to go in the third. Stevens. Stopped by Purinton. Gomez brings it across by himself. Saved by Richter. What a shot by Gomez.
Oh, Mike Richter's had a solid third period.
Klocek checking Gomez. He's had a long goal-scoring drought. Takes a few more shots like that. That drought will end in a hurry. Nemchinov checked by Purinton. Gomez staying with the puck against Klocek. Klocek. Now Nemchinov for McGillney, but York was on him. Here comes Gomez. Shot blocked. McGillney turns. Blocked by York. And Fleury's got the puck.
Take an icing here.
Stopped by Stevens at the red line.
Well, the Gomez line had one great shift.
Fleury with a takeaway, but couldn't get the puck to Leach. And then Fleury got knocked down. He upends Gomez.
Yeah, that's off the Fleury threw a punch right into the face of Gomez. Then he took one, and the referee's letting him play here, and I kind of like that a little bit.
Nedved for Dvorak. Dvorak moves in on Niedermeyer. Halavich goes to help out, but the Devils come away with it. Jim McKenzie dumps it into the corner. Leach picked off Madden. Richter backhands it around McKenzie to the puck. Using his size against Leach. Madden. Checked by Nedved. And the Rangers able to clear the zone. Halavich with a takeaway. Goes wide. Goes down the boards on Ken Sutton. Moves toward the net and shoots. He scores! It's a hat trick for Jan Halavich to give the Rangers a 5-4 lead.
The Hats flying on the ice. Jan Halavich with one of the best nights he's had in his career. Sammy battled for this thing. It was Peter Nedved and Halavich, a 2-on-3. He didn't want to throw the puck away. It's not his nature. So he just tried to carry the puck into the zone and then drive to the net, and Marty Brodeur had it slip through him. For Brodeur, it's not a great goal to give up. But what an effort by Halavich. Here's Dvorak feeding the puck, and here goes Halavich. Is he and Nedved against the world here? Changes gears, gets past Sutton, looks around, nobody open, so he goes to the net. And Marty Brodeur left his legs open. This is kind of similar to the Madden goal on Richter earlier in the game.
Right.
Short side goal that just shouldn't be scored at this level, but full marks to Halavich. He fought off Sutton all the way up the ice, and somehow the puck went in. Do you believe it? Unbelievable. Halavich, 2 men, 3 men. Madden's back in a good position. He changed gears on Sutton, used his leg there to shield off Sutton. And Marty Brodeur opened everything up and let the puck slide through. See the legs open here? Brodeur's in position. Yeah. The legs are open, really open. Now close. That one in the short side between his right leg and post. Marty actually did close the legs, and somehow the puck went in.
Jan Halavich didn't have much room, but he squeezed it through.
Dvorak will get an assist. Mike Richter's free to go in the third period.
Downstairs to Al between the benches. The man in the middle. Looking on, Halavich with his hat-trick goal, his 16th of the season. It's unassisted at 14:37.
Who's going to go where? Mark wants to draw the puck back to his left.
Stevens moving up against Graves, side of the circle, face-off win by Arnot. Rapolsky fakes, moves in and shoots, he scores! Richter was screened on the play. Brodeur had started to the bench for an extra skater, and Rapolsky have taken turns going back and forth at each other.